the Pharisee stood and he was praying this to himself. God, I thank you. So it starts off pretty good, right? I thank you that I am not like other people. Then he calls them out: swindlers, unjust, adulterers, or even he even kind of probably motions over to the tax collector. I'm not like him. I fast twice a week. I pay tithes of all that I get. But the tax collector, notice this, was standing some distance away and was even unwilling to lift his eyes to heaven, but was beating his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, the sinner. So notice in this parable that they both were in a standing position. They were both standing. Our posture before God can take on any form. God doesn't say you have to kneel in a certain direction or you have to pray this way. Our only thing is that our prayer, I guess if he gave an example, it would be like the Lord's Prayer, and we're not going into that, but it doesn't say you have to bow. It doesn't say you have to stand. It doesn't say you have to sit. It can be any way. But oftentimes that posture that we have in prayer can represent our approach to God. When Jesus was in the garden, what did he do? He knelt down in prayer. And sometimes we might want to stand boldly in prayer because we're just showing and demonstrating our trust that God's going to respond to us. In fact, Paul says, come boldly before the throne of grace. And there are other times we need to bow down in our prayer, representing our own our own selves in the presence of Almighty God. And or it may be representative of our remorse or our confession to God.